As the conflict between Israel and Iran enters its second week, Iran's foreign minister is in Geneva this morning for talks with European officials. Ahead of that meeting, he addressed the UN's Human Rights Council, condemning Israeli strikes on his country's nuclear facilities.
Dear colleagues, we were attacked in the midst of an ongoing diplomatic process. We were supposed to meet with Americans on 15 June to craft a very promising agreement for peaceful resolution of the issues fabricated over our peaceful nuclear program. It was a betrayal of diplomacy.
I'm joined now by CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer, who's following developments for us from Geneva. Liz, what else did we hear from the Iranian foreign minister?
Hey, Vlad. Yeah, interesting to hear him talk about how those negotiations with the U.S. were promising. I guess that he wanted to underline the fact that at least they were talking, which they are not doing anymore. He did say that Israel's attack was unprovoked and that it breached humanitarian law and the Geneva Conventions, and said anybody who justified it would be complicit. After his speech, and he took no questions afterwards, he went out quite briskly to go into session with the three foreign ministers of Britain, France, and Germany, and an EU representative to see if they can hammer out some kind of agreement, maybe at least a space for diplomacies, talks to try and de-escalate the violence.
So, Liz, has the president's 2 weeks announcement opened the door for a diplomatic solution to the conflict? I mean, I know that the Europeans are holding some talks with Iranian diplomats. Of course, the U.S. is not involved in that, but the president does seem to be indicating that he would like to potentially avoid a full-out war and more loss of life.
Yes, Europeans would very much like to accomplish that, too. It's hard to know. We have a little bit of a glimpse of what the Europeans are going to present to Iran, because France's President Macron was speaking kind of off the cuff at the Paris Air Show today, and he mentioned three things that are likely to be on the table. One is a resumption of the IAEA, the International Atomic Inspectors, inspections, and also moving Iran toward net zero enrichment. He also said that there has to be oversight, or there ought to be an agreement to provide oversight and presumed limitations on Iran's missile program, and also on its funding of other proxy militias and violent groups in the region, for example, the Houthis in Yemen. That may be an opening position. I can tell you right now, the Iranians are not going to be very happy. But if they engage and these talks don't end with all parties leaving and going home with nothing to discuss further, then at least we will be a few steps ahead.
All right, Liz Palmer reporting from Geneva for us this morning. Liz, we thank you. Appreciate it.